Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Well, today is Sunday, January 11th, 2026. And I just want to let you all know I'm still looking into Team Halo, but I'm putting this out because nobody is talking about this online terror group. I mean, there are people on Twitter who reacted at the time this was going on. They've basically disbanded since 2023, from what I understand. I don't know for sure. Obviously, the powers behind them haven't. But again, as I said earlier, they were exactly like the Sussex Squad, doing the exact same thing, the exact same way, and I believe connected at the top. I think it's the same groups who created the Sussex Squad and who created Team Halo and other groups. I think I think if you bring it up to the top, they all came from the same place. Because you can't tell me suddenly all these online terrorist groups who were well paid, they were all paid very well, just like the Sussex Squad, destroy people's lives, ruin people's mental health during the COVID psyop, terrorize people, were evil AF. And now they just get to walk away like nothing happened. They just, oh, they're gone. Took the website down. Goodbye. Just like Archwell. Goodbye. They're not here anymore. And that's it. They don't face any repercussions for their crimes. And so many people. I mean, they're written about in that book by the nurses, and the nurses have talked about it. But other than that, people in general, especially in Meg's community, I'm hoping will pick up this topic because I know there's a lot of better researchers than me out there who could really delve into this some more and maybe find more connections. I'm just hoping more people will talk about it. Team Halo, come on. This is something, Harry's connected to this, I'm convinced, but I keep researching it a bit. Now, the evidence, the evidence of the crime is being covered up every day. It's disappearing more and more. So it's this needs to be addressed because, they're going to do it again and again. I mean, it works so successfully and they've really harmed so many people. And another important facet of this is that, this terror organization was pushing the vaccine and they did it on TikTok. And the reason they did it on TikTok is they were targeting children. And of course, Harry and Meghan, that's who they target. It's always about the children. And Harry gets together every year with the World Health Organization to talk about children's mental health. And I could never figure out exactly, his angle on that. But now I do. It's because he wants to do targeted campaigns like this, targeting children, right? So now the terrorist aspect was against the professional nurses and doctors and whatnot. It wasn't against the children, but still, they were lying to the children and misleading them and seducing them with their, hip-hoppy videos to do what they wanted them to do. And this is the way the globalists and the Marxist communists work. They go after the children first because they know they're convinced the children, then the children will get their parents to do what they want to do. So, all right. So just real quick, this is the a screenshot of the website, which again, you can still find on Wayback Machine, teamhalo.org. This screenshot is from January 2021. And I just want to show you something. At the bottom of the main page, they tell you who created this group. They say Team Halo was established by the Vaccine Confidence Project at London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. So this is what they said in 2021, the screenshot there. But then in 2023, when I looked up this website on archive, .ph, which you can probably get on Wayback as well, but I just happened to do a screen grab on both platforms. And then in 2023, the bottom of the main page of the website, for who is responsible. They changed it, and it said Team Halo, is in response to COVID-19. It was established by the UN Verified Initiative Partnership with purpose and the Vaccine Confidence Project. So they changed it to add the UN and purpose. So I just looked up, I just want to show you real quick how they changed that around. And they added purpose, which is a UK company, Purpose in London, private limited company incorporated in the UK. And when you click on Purpose's the link here to the website, this is what they have on their main page. We use creative storytelling and campaigns to move people to remake the world. Yeah, or to build back better, right? So this is obviously a PR firm, propaganda company, basically. So they're bragging about all the work they've done. They got a whole team of people. I don't recognize the names. Maybe some of you might. So we make breakthrough creative campaigns. So this is the top tier of this company. Harpreet Baga, Simon Goff, John Damon, and Jeremy Hymans, all extremely left, maybe radical left. And here are their campaigns, the work that they're doing. Let me see, is this the work? For what's next? So they've got purpose at COP30, shifting culture to end gender-based violence. It's all globalists. They're all paid. This, by the way, is funded by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, as is the Vaccine Confidence one. All right, so they did the fighting mis and disinformation, this little Hello Kitty thing. It says fighting mis and disinformation with the UN. So that was the Team Halo, where they were targeting and attacking people who were vaccine hesitant, or what they call anti-vaxxers. And I think that their next agenda here looks like it's called Now We Can, about climate and clean air coalition. So it looks like the same group of people, the same PR firm is being hired by the same people, the UN, Bill Gates, maybe Harry and Meghan as well. And you can tell from the cartoons here, they're once again targeting the children, right? So they're terrorizing children with climate change. I mean, absolutely fear-mongering to babies. It's really evil, sick, twisted, satanic stuff. And, they get in the schools, they get in the, cartoons, they get in all the children's stuff. And they're saying, meet the super pollutants, right? So this is the next one. And I assume Harry and Meghan are probably going to jump in on this one in some way, shape, or form. So look out. I think this is Harry and Meghan's next agenda with children. It's going to be under the, they're doing the childhood safety thing for censorship, but they don't get that one, or they might put that one away for a little while, and they'll move on to this one, I assume, with this propaganda firm here. It seems to be the next agenda to terrorize them some more about climate. It doesn't have the cartoons. There's another cartoon that I got for the cover, for the thumbnail there. They want to build momentum and they're making a lot of graphics and posters. And yeah, well, here it is. These are the types of posters they want to, I guess, put in children's classrooms and whatnot. Little cartoons. Yeah, and you can see the one on the left saying, funny how hydrofluorocarbons come out of your air conditioner, basically. So they're trying to blame them. Oh, it's a hot day. You're causing your air conditioner is killing the environment, basically. Then, of course, they're not going to say anything about Monsanto spraying all sorts of chemicals like that are dangerous to humans, and everything else, the chemtrails, the things they're putting in the skies. Oh, no, 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 no. Children are going to be told it's their fault for using an air conditioner. And in the middle poster is troposphere ozone heats up. It says, we don't have to put up with super pollutants. Now we can cut them out, clean our air, and fight climate change. Mm-hmm. And the one on the right says, think black carbon, an uninvited guest house of camping out in your living room. They move into your lungs and complain why you don't have that one streaming service that you really should have. So, yeah, so they're, of course, that black carbon, I guess, is against coal and other energy, oil and coal and whatnot. They're trying to claim it makes carbon go into it. So anyways, they're terrorizing the children with this stuff. This is an example of what they want to do. So I think this is what Harry and Meghan's probably next move, I assume, from looking at this propaganda company and what they're doing, because the climate change is also, since they've moved on now from the vaccines, and now they're going to move on to harping on climate change some more. They also have Purpose Climate Lab. Oh, this is what this is called. Well, anyways, this is the PR company, the propaganda company for Harry and Meghan and the other globalists. This is what they're using. It's what they use for the vaccines, and now what they're going to use for climate change. And they're always targeting the children. Is the bottom line. Harry and Meghan always target the children. Globalists always targeting the children. But of course, while they're targeting the children, they're going to attack and destroy the adults who oppose them, who say anything that disagrees with them. And they're getting away with it. The Sussex Squad, the Team Halo. And by the way, there's a lot more to say about Team Halo. There were people on Team Halo who were pretending to be doctors, but then they got outed for not being doctors. And one of them had to apologize for pretending to be a doctor. So they weren't all doctors or PhDs. So they were pretending, a lot of them. I mean, I guess people verified their credentials. So some were legit, but there were some, and I believe those are the ones who are probably the worst offenders against, attacking people, attacking American doctors and nurses during the COVID psyop. But it's quite possible Harry and Meghan are behind this, as they were the Sussex Squad, because this group was basically an exact copy of the Sussex Squad. And I would love to know if can prove connections there. I'm sure that they could be. I've done as much as I can as far as trying to connect Harry and this. So anyways, I just want to look at Harry and Meghan. They're always targeting the children's mental health, attacking children's mental health. And another reason why they want the censorship, because they can't stand the idea of anyone contradicting and any adults contradicting their narrative. It's always about the narrative, right? So I'm just going to do a quick reading here and look at Harry and Meghan and their next attack on children. And are they planning another attack on children, or are they just going to go to the UK and pretend to be doing royal duties again for a few months before they start drama? They did the more drama again with William and Catherine, and Catherine made Meghan cry, and or is who knows? There's some drama there in the UK to stir something up there. So let's see here. Are Harry and Meghan, what are they doing next? Are they going to be moving on to terrorizing children with climate change next? Is that their next thing? Let's find out. I'm using the reversal tarot, so both sides have a picture. So this deck, you don't get any, it's not hidden when you put it down. You can see all the cards. So this will be a quick reading. You'll be able to see them all right away. I don't have to flip anything over, but I'll show you both sides. Anyways, what are Harry and Meghan planning on now for the next? They've lost their power since they lost Biden, and they didn't get Kamala Harris. They have no power with Trump. They're not going to get any money or any help there. So let's see. Harry and Meghan. Are they going to be continuing terrorizing children going into the near future? or something else. What are they going to be up to? They love going after the children. Always going after the children's minds. And also the same with that Diana Award, by the way. It's also targeting children. And it's all woke Marxist communist, the same Marxist communist BS they're doing there, all the same woke extreme left garbage. They're always targeting the children. Harry and Meghan. Yeah, let's see what they're going to be up to next. But it's infuriating that these criminals, these terrorists, these online terrorists just walk away. No, they destroy people's lives, get people fired, destroy people's mental health. They're vicious and vile and evil. And yeah, that's it. They just walk away. Yeah, no, they get thousands of dollars. They get paid all this money to do it, and no repercussions at all. None whatsoever. You know, maybe that Sarah Data got in a little trouble, but not really. She still kept her job, right? I don't know. I mean, I'm not watching. I think the Sussex Squad are pretty much disbanded too, right? They stopped getting paid now. I don't know. Maybe a little bit. Maybe there's a small faction left. I don't know. But anyways, let's see what's going on here. All I know is they get away with all their crimes. You commit crimes online, you get away with it. You tell the truth online, you get deplatformed 7 times like me, right? Anyways, Harry and Meghan and targeting children. Let's see what's going on with that. What's their attitude with that? Are they planning on doing more? Were they involved with Project Halo? Were they involved with Project Halo? What are they expecting to do in the future against children? To terrorize children with their lies? What are they going to do next? What are they going to get involved with next? What works against their agenda? How is Trump affecting their agenda? What are they hoping to accomplish against the children? And how's it going to go in the long term? Let's see. Harry and Meghan targeting the children. See what the cards show. So the first card out already. Yeah, Page of Swords here. Page of Swords reversed. It came out. So this is the front. And there's the back. I think I don't use these cards so often because I don't like the creepy people on it. They've got these like creepy, I don't know what you call them. They're kind of like from video games or something. Kind of like plastic people. Hi, ACM Horace. How are you? Yeah, I see this. That's the only thing I didn't like about these cards. So I don't use them as often as I'd like to, but some of the pictures are nice, but the people are all plasticky looking, like little dolls. So it's kind of creepy looking. Anyways, Page of Swords reverse. So yes, this is children, this is youth, and this is lying to them. And Harry and Meghan are still focused on pushing out dangerous messages to them and scaring them with climate change, lies. You see his sword up in the air in the sky. Yeah, so they're still focused on that. Harry and Meghan are very focused on the children. And here we have Strength reversed, which is the Harry and Meghan card. And it shows they're both doing the same thing, targeting the children. And they're both, there's the front and there's the back. It's kind of a cool idea. It's kind of weird because they've got this like devil figure in front of them or a flying monkey. I mean, that's Meghan's flying monkey in the front of them. Interesting. The horns. I think it's like a devil figure though. That's Meghan and Harry's demon, because you know all it's all satanic. Harry and Meghan are Satanists, and they're surrounded by Satanists. But yeah. So, anyways, as I say, yeah. So reversed. You know, Harry and Meghan are still out of control. They are still out of control with their negative influence against children, and the damaging messaging and damaging their mental health and destroying, you know, obviously it's to destroy the whole country, but they're definitely focused on the children. And yeah, they are very much focused and on messaging to them and on twisting their minds for sure. Wow. Okay, bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups moving, working quietly, working emotionally as well. But this is the Knight, so he is about moving forward, continuing the agenda, continuing their mission. They're soldiers. They're soldiers for the CIA, NATO. They are foot soldiers of the globalists. So they're going to continue on, but I see quietly now they're not able to lash out as much as they want, but they definitely want to. At the bottom of it all, we have the Queen of Wands reversed. Lives the Wands, yeah. Queen of Wands reversed here. That's Meghan doing at the bottom. So she's a big fail in all of this, obviously. Kind of the back of the throne she's sitting on. It kind of looks like Medusa hair or the snakes. That's Meghan for you. Her with her snaky hair, her gross extensions. Yeah, so this is her card at the bottom reverse. So she is, of course, a big fail at this. I mean, Harry is they're both involved. But of course, she is right now, I think with everything she's done, it's so detrimental. She's sort of taken down the whole Harry and Meghan's, reputation. So, and their mission together, she's a detriment to it, and she's out of control as well. Yeah, so not going well because of her mainly. I think Harry's able to keep up his evil deal of the bargain. Well, look at that, Six of Swords reversed. They're going back. They're traveling over the ocean here, and they're going back. They are returning. It's reversed. So they are going to return to this. I'm asking about targeting the children as they've been doing, as they've done and do. So it's going to refer to going back to the UK, but I also see this as going back and being involved with this. And I asked if they were involved with this Team Halo. And I do get that they're going to go back to that yes, they were there secretively, moving forward with them, working with them, helping them, indirectly though, but still they're involved. The whole Sussex Squad and Team Halo, I believe, at the top are connected. And I think that they were involved, and they're going to go back to it. So this is something that's going to repeat and happen again if there's no repercussions. And of course, there haven't been, and they probably doesn't look like there will be. So we'll see. Their expectations, Two of Swords reversed. So they know things have gotten out or getting out, but they're going to be silent on it. They're not going to say anything. But others may talk, if any of the people involved talked about it. Criminals like to brag, and they get away with their crimes. So it might be that they expect that perhaps somebody's going to slip up and release something. But it would be neither here nor there at this point, I think. So they don't really have any worries here. They're worried that maybe somebody's going to, talk in an interview or admit something. But there's very little about this. Like I said, nobody is talking about this Team Halo. I found one video on Rumble, and that was about it. So and it wasn't even covering that much. I mean, a little bit, just one short video. I mean, he did a good job, but it's like nobody wants to talk about these online terrorists, who have destroyed so many lives. And the Sussex Squad, at least, were mentioned in mainstream media, especially since they were attacking journalists. So the journalists had mainstream media to say, "Hey, the Sussex Squad ruined my life," So there's documentation of it in the media, whereas Team Halo just skips. It's documented in that nurse's book, but that's about it. That's not the same coverage, or it doesn't get out there as much as the mainstream media does. Not everybody's going to know about that book, and not everybody's going to buy it. So much fewer people are going to be aware of it, and how violent and vicious, and what an army. This was like terror groups. These were true terrorist groups, and they got into real life. It wasn't just online. It went out in real life, just like the Sussex Squad. And again, they're getting away with it. So what are they worried about or not want? Mm-hmm. And I got the Five of Wands here. Five of Wands. See this big fire in the sky up there coming from above. Oh, that's a actually in the card that is a volcano erupting there. Yeah, but it is Five of Wands. This is how it's depicted in this deck. It's only got two men instead of the usual five, which got through me a little bit. But yeah, they don't want people confronting them on this. They certainly don't want us talking about it. They don't want people confronting him and saying, "What were you doing? How did that place?" Yeah, like I said, no, Harry. Will anybody ever ask Harry? Like, it won't happen. Just like they never asked Harry if she faked her pregnancies. But I wish somebody would ask him, "Hey, Harry, this Team Halo, with or Melissa Fleming, somebody should ask her, how did you get to come up with the name Team Halo? Really, I'm sure she'll come up with some story, but it's just, yeah. And how Misan Harriman, how did he get connected? I mean, all right. So the deal was the Misan Harriman, just real quick. The Team Halo doctor there, she was picked to be on the cover of Vogue. She was in a protest, and somehow Vogue editor Edward NFL, I guess, decided that she should be on the cover of Vogue, and then even though she just so happens to be working for Team Halo of the UN, and we're supposed to believe this woman, gets picked to be on the cover of Vogue just by chance at a protest, and just so happens that she works for the UN, and then she gets to know Misan Harriman, and then she's interviewing Misan Harriman. I mean, the whole thing is connected. There's no other way you can tell me. This whole thing is scripted and put together to make it look like a good backstory to explain it away. But I think they're all together, of course. Hi, Philamu. How are you? Fifi Lamu. Hi, OSV. How are you? How do you say? I think the entertainment industry roads lead to the little ones. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So the whole thing's connected. I mean, and they're getting, it disgusts me. It horrifies me that these criminals, these violent criminals, getting away with this, because they'll do it again. And this was a direct attack on the people by the globalists. This is what they do. They use this people like Sussex Squad and Team Halo and attack people and get them fired and go to their homes. And one of them poisoned one of the nurse's dog. They went to her house and poisoned her dog. I mean, the next step would be trying to killing her. And they did mail her. They sent her mail with white powder that exploded when you opened it. So they did do things that could have gotten her killed. So this was no joke. This wasn't just an online dispute. This went into real life, and it was terroristic by the traditional definition activities. And nobody's facing any charges. Nobody was arrested. Nobody. Just get away with it. Oh, they just walk away scot-free. And just like the Sussex Squad and these criminals, and they get these literally terrorists are getting away with it. And nobody's even talking about it. And I think Prince Harry's involved. So anyways, and I get yes, but anyways, what are they hoping for? See, this is what they're hoping for. The magician. Yeah, they have big hopes to continue doing this damage and destroying our way of life and terrorizing more people with their Sussex Squad and pushing out their propaganda and doing their fake royal tours and whatever else. They have full expectations of pushing out their agenda, the New World Order agenda, with the globalists, Bill Gates, all the rest. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. They should be. Well, they have big plans to go near children. They're going to be pushing the climate change lies. Next. They are, Harry and Meghan are 100% about going after the children. All of them are. That's how they want to change the society. They're doing it again and again. So how does Donald Trump affect them? And I get the Knight of Swords upright. Isn't that interesting? Because he is the Knight of Swords. He's a Gemini, I believe, with Sagittarius moon. So yeah, so this is him. This is his card. So he very much affects them. But at the same time, it doesn't look like he's like stopping them too much. He is holding them back. He did his best. He's cutting us out of the UN for now. But Harry and Meghan are not facing any charges. They're not. The Sussex Squad is not facing any charges. Team Halo is not facing any charges. Like only so much you can do, I guess. but there's just so much criminality. And so Harry and Meghan have very high expectations to just outmaneuver him with their other globalist buddies there. So I get for what's going to happen next. Again, I get a card of children with the Six of Cups, right? This card is usually two children on it. In this case, they have a man and a woman for some reason. I don't know, but they're still targeting young people. They're gonna be doing it more in Europe now. I guess they're gonna go to the UK for a while. So I do get that kind of vibe here. But Six of Cups, children. This is the children card, the memories as well. You see a bridge over the water here. They got to do it US, UK, as you know, they always try to do international, but they are still focusing on the children. So I got Page of Swords reversed, Six of Cups. Again, I'm getting children vibes of what Harry and Meghan have in store for the future and what they plan on doing and what their agenda. And they're going to continue causing harm and controversy and hurting people as much as possible. They want to kill, maim, destroy as many as possible in the West, especially if you're white. They definitely want to get rid of you. They want you dead. And again, I've got a tombstone here. And of course, as a result of Project Halo that I believe Harry was involved with, I think a lot of people died as a result of sharp, pointy objects. And it will continue. And I think that they want to do more. They want more deaths and destruction. And next is on the agenda is going to be climate change. They are going to continue their destruction and their controversy and fights and nastiness and lies and deceptions that they've been doing all along. It's going to continue for sure. But people are fighting back, at least. They don't like that. They don't want that. They're trying to avoid that. I think that's why they're going to the UK, because they know that here people have woken up to them to a large extent. But the evil that Harry and Meghan have perpetrated on America and American children is there's so much more evil that hasn't even been uncovered yet. And not to an extent that it should be, my opinion. But yeah, Harry and Meghan are going to kind of continue their path of destruction against children. They're going to still continue that because they are pretending to have their own children, or at least that she pretends that she gave birth to. So that's her somewhat justification for it. Yeah, he said H and M are still being protected by the king. Yeah, exactly. I believe they will change when W takes the throne. Yeah, I hope so. I hope that's. But all the evidence suggests, as TRG found as well, that it looks like they've been working together the entire time because they're pushing the same agenda. So I wouldn't expect any huge change. I think that William is on board with what Harry and Meghan are doing. They're doing the same exact thing. They both want the same thing. They both want the censorship. Apparently, William was doing it beforehand. So I don't think it will be the case, but I'll ask if you want. Will things change for Harry and Meghan? How things change when William takes over? I got to do a whole reading on that. That's going to be very involved. But I get Four of Swords reversed, so they're going to continue the controversy of pretending to be at war. Harry's book was so full of lies. It was so obvious, right? I got the death card. Look at that. More death. I know this indicates it's over. Like Harry and Meghan will be over. The royal family, Meghan for sure will be over. But I see after the death of the king, yeah, it's going to be. Things will get much more quiet, I think, and I think Harry will be involved with his military stuff, and I think Meghan will probably not be around, is the vibe I get. Meghan will be gone. Maybe Meghan will have a Princess Diana moment in a tunnel that she keeps referring to for years and years. Maybe she'll finally do it. So yeah, it looks much quieter after Charles is gone. It seems to me, but I don't think that. I think Meghan's probably out, but not Harry. That's what I would say. I think they're on the same page. I think they're all on the same page. Because, all those stories Harry told, they're such lies. Falling in a dog bowl, breaking his necklace. I mean, every story in his book was a lie. This whole thing has been one big psyop of lies. Theater for the masses, in my opinion. Yeah. We'll have to wait and see for sure. Yeah. So yeah, so that is it. That is it. Harry and Meghan are going to continue. They are going to continue with their nonsense against children for sure. But the good news is they're not going to accomplish what they're trying to accomplish. They're trying to accomplish huge things, and too many people dislike them. So too many people are aware of what they've done with the Sussex Squad. At least people are aware of the Sussex Squad and what they've done. But they should be facing more consequences, in my opinion. Yeah, he isn't for full transparency. Yeah, William and Harry on the same page, I believe. I believe they're all on the same page. At the end of the day, they all want the censorship. Absolutely. And they all want to terrorize children about climate change. Yeah, and that's the next agenda, it seems. Is that the next agenda? That's what I'm getting. That's what they're going to be doing. What is this? Oh, look at that. For the emperor, excuse me, number 4. Yeah, leadership in the government. The government is their next focus. The next maybe midterm elections are going to be focusing on attacking Trump is probably their focus right now. We all, so yeah. So, but then after that, I think this might indicate they're waiting for the president to change to the next president. They're going to do it again. They get a Biden 2.0. They'll be right at it again. Yeah, 10 of Wands, and they'll get back to work to finish the job. Oh no, 10 of Swords. Oh yeah, look at that. They want to take out Trump for sure. Maybe they're working on that. And if anything happens to Trump, I would say, don't forget the assassination attempt against Trump happened on Prince Harry's birthday, like a birthday present for him. If it was a real assassination attempt, I know some people question it. I don't know. I'm just saying that maybe they're going to try. I would suspect if they try anything, I would look at Harry, because I'm getting a leader here and destroying that leader. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean physically. It could just mean reputationally attacking Trump. So I see, and Harry has been attacking Trump a lot recently, right? He has been saying, oh, you have a king now and all this stuff. And if I can do, when he was in Canada, criticizing our immigration. So I think that's going to be what's in the near future. Harry and Meghan are going to be attacking Trump's reputation. They're going to be attacking Trump. They're going to be teaming up with their lefties and commies and globalists and attacking Trump nonstop. Because, of course, he's pissed off the UN now. And the UN hires these online terrorist groups like Team Halo and probably Sussex Squad as well. I wouldn't doubt if you go up the chain, they're up there as well. So they're going to be, Harry and Meghan are going to be involved in that and attacking Trump and everything he does and his team does. Right now they're attacking Twitter and Elon Musk. So Harry and Meghan are going to be involved in that, because attacking Elon Musk is attacking Trump. And that's what Harry and Meghan are going to be focused on right now with their CIA buddies, I believe. That's what I'm getting here. And then after that, they're going to go after the children and start working on terrorizing them with climate change. And yeah, that's what I see. Harry and Meghan are nothing but terrorists themselves, I believe. Yes. Yeah, you said, I hope the threefold karma rule will come back on them. I hope so too, and sooner than later, because we need a break from them and their terrorist groups. I'll tell you what. If they get away with it now, do it again. So I just hope more people will look into it. I'm hoping better researchers than me kind of get in there, find out a little more. It'd be great. But anyways, that is what I have for you today. So I hope you found this interesting. If so, please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful evening. And thank you for being here. Take care, everyone. Nice chatting with you. Bye-bye.